Hello, my 21-day community challengers, survivors. You guys have rocked it. You have done such an amazing job at showing up and meeting this challenge. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to party with you on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Please come, whether or not you got 15 out of 21. That's not the point. The point is that you are now a certified member of our beautiful, flourishing community, and we are gathering to celebrate you, to celebrate us, all of us, for coming together as a community and creating a space where you can learn and grow and be safe in what's next for you in your life. That is my most important and most valued purpose, is not to just have you take a yoga class. That's awesome, and I'm so glad that we're all doing that together. But more importantly and overarching is that we're developing a community of people that cares for each other. That's a place to be safe, to grow, to meet life's challenges in a way that doesn't really exist anywhere else. I created this studio and Flourish because my heart's desire is to be a community member and contribute in a way that's meaningful to me, but also that's part of where I come from. And by that I mean, and if you haven't heard this story, I'll tell you. And if you have, maybe it'll sound familiar, but I grew up in a little village called Angola, New York, south of Buffalo. My mother, who's lovely, was the village clerk, and then she was the town controller, so she was very involved in finance. And our life revolved around the school and the village. And at the time, it was a little bit of a bustling village. It was never a high-end village. It was always a very, mid-level village, and kind of actually on the poorer side, I would say. But we had a big school system that we were part of, Lakeshore Central Schools. I taught there, and when I was first became a high school English teacher, I trained there. My heart is there in so many ways. And so Flourish and the building and the space, and particularly East Rochester, is so important to me and to my family because it really represents where we came from. And we're here for so many reasons in Rochester, and we're so glad to be here. We've lived here 21 years. And, 22 years. Holy cow. Going to be 23. Jocelyn was 4 months old when we moved here. So, yeah, and she'll be 23 in January. So we've been here a while, and it's home for sure. But we're just happy, so happy to be members of this beautiful East Rochester Village community, and so blessed to be able to contribute something that's deeply meaningful to us. So most importantly, I am so proud of your participation in the 21-day community challenge, and I cannot wait until Tuesday to party with you and to be with you and to hear your stories about what you got out of this program. What you've gained, your challenges, your successes, what it did for you, what you found difficult, what you found inspiring. Ultimately, to just be joyful and to rejoice with you in your progress, in your success, to give you your great prizes and rewards that we've put together, which I think you're going to love. And regardless if you got to 15 out of 21, that's not the most important thing. But so please come, even if you didn't get to 15, we have something for you as well. And I want to hear from you equally to everyone who got there or not. I really want you to come and just party with us for an hour. I hear there may be dancing, so please come and be part of that. Today's talk, the last audio in our series for the 21-day challenge, is to expand on the idea of capacity, and we're going to move into the idea of well-being, and that's going to be our theme for December. So many people have asked, what are we doing after the challenge? We don't want it to end. It's giving you, good momentum in coming to class and taking care of yourself and using the physical practice of yoga and Pilates and cardio to reconnect to yourself. And so what we're aiming to do is to really expand that into many areas of your life for the month of December. And by that, I invite you to sign up for the December 1st. It's a Thursday. It's right after the meditation. It's going to go from 6:30 to 7:30, and it's a 1-hour class, mostly didactic, not too much yoga at all. So you can come after work. You don't have to wear yoga clothes. We're going to do a mindful self-care scale and kind of really dig deep into how you take care of yourself on and off the mat. So, movement and yoga and exercise are one very important component of that. But we're also going to look at other areas of your entire holistic well-being, and then we're going to give you a personalized way to make some well-being goals for yourself for December during the crazy time of the year that's overwrought and overrun, and we're going to try to keep us all on track with our practice and also set some very specific, attainable self-care, well-being goals so that when January comes, you can feel energized for the new year to move forward and to continue to grow. And how you do that and what that looks like for you is going to be very individualized and very personalized, and we're going to show you ways to get there that are meaningful, attainable, and valuable to you. So that's what we're up to next, and I really hope that everyone comes, because I think it's going to be something very different than you've ever experienced before. It's part of my training as a psychologist and my work research-wise into physiological integration, which is my passion. It's about becoming more self-regulated, more healthy, and finding ways that personally suit you to increase your well-being. So I invite you to do that. It's online already. You can sign up through the website. You can sign up at the studio, whatever works for you, but I'd love to have you part of it. So that's what we're after. The next part of this final audio for the 21-day challenge is to do a meditation furthering the idea of capacity and into well-being. So I'm going to invite you right now to get into a comfortable seat. Remember, asana, the Sanskrit word asana, literally means seat. So take your seat, a comfortable place where you can sit and stay for the next several minutes to practice being with yourself and knowing yourself better. So the Shakespearean quote, "To thine own self be true," has many interpretations, and for me right now we're going to define that as just knowing yourself and what you want and what resonates with you, because we are different. We're so alike. Our essence is the same. When we Om in class, that brings us together and that unites us because we vibrate at a common energy. That's what Om does. It reminds us that we resonate at a common energy, the energy of the universe, right, at our core. At our core, we're all the same. But on the surface, we're different. And we look different. We have different shapes and sizes and desires and likes and dislikes, and those things are all good. So as we know ourselves more thoroughly, more keenly, with more awareness, we get to make goals and have personal practices that suit us where we are right now. And that's very important. So in your comfortable seat, take your shoulders up towards your ears, and on the exhale, let your shoulder blades come down and relax let your arms relax and let your palms face the ceiling. And then go ahead and check that your chin is parallel to the floor so that your airways are opened and the space behind your nose, your nasal cavity is clear so you can breathe deep. And be in your body. Be in this comfortable seat. And as you finalize getting situated, you're going to be here for just a couple more minutes. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and a big sigh out of your mouth. Let it go. With your eyes closed and your attention at that space between your eyebrows, you're going to ignite that flame that exists right there at your third eye, and you're going to focus on it internally like it's 1 or 2 inches right into your forehead. Go ahead and begin to notice the emptiness, the space after your exhale. And in that space lies all the possibility for freedom. For freedom of choice between stimulus and response. And even more than that, which is fantastic, is the idea that from that space arises your next thought. It's where it comes from. It's the origin of your thoughts and your feelings and your awareness of sensation. So right now I am talking to your central nervous system. When you focus your breath on the light between your eyes, with your eyes closed, and the space between your exhale and your inhale, I am speaking not to your mind, but to your central nervous system. And your focus creates a gentle, deep, calming space for you to be. So for the rest of this time that you choose to sit on your mat and meditate, be in that beautiful space. Be calm. And allow what comes up to just be there without judging it. And I can't wait to see you on Tuesday. And enjoy the rest of your time on your seat. Namaste.